In 2005, episode Dragon Rising was released. Me personally would have to say that this is one of my favourite episodes of all time, and my favourite episode from the season. In this episode, we see Casey and Mattel stop Han and the Pearl Dragons by seeing some new tech, but then we have this scene.
Say goodbye, hun!
Help me!
I know I'm gonna regret this, but my old man taught me that you gotta stand up and do the right thing, no matter how hard it is to do.
Your old man was wrong, Jones.
Oscar worthy in my opinion. So to break this scene down for anyone who doesn't understand, Casey has the option to kill Han or to very badly hurt him, but instead he doesn't and lets him live. This whole scene was built up since episode 4 season 1, and say the very least it was paid off. But I have to ask, what could we have gotten if Casey had actually killed Han, and did Casey actually do the right thing?
We really like Casual Friday.
And before we get started, if you do like this content and want to see more from this channel, please do make sure to subscribe and like and turn on post notifications. Now let's go on with the video. Now, to get the answer, we had to look at the original comics, where the 2003 TV show actually got a majority of the episodes' ideas for the first 3 seasons. Near the end of the volume of the original comic, there was a story arc called Sis at War, but just before that, there was a story called Shades of Grey, where Casey accidentally killed a kid by accident. In the distant, nobody was there and saw the whole thing and tried to bring him into custody, but Hill stopped him, so for the next day he got drunk and so had a fight with Don. But because he was guilty. After this, he left April and hit the roads, where he was beaten up in the car park, and they stole his car. Gabe took him in to look after, and then the two hooked up. But she was pregnant, but they didn't break up. Instead, they got married. Sadly, Gabe died giving birth to the child. Casey took the kid, and he might know her as Shadow. Eventually, Casey and April would meet up again and raise Shadow. So I'd say that it's not hard to imagine something like this going down in the show was slightly different. Or, you never know, he could have taken up the life of crime, which would have been even more cooler. But at the same time, the censorship would never allow this to happen. I mean, if only just allowed Leo to cut off Shredder's head when it was a robot, no way in hell would they allow a man to be killed. Troy Patton said that they allow this story art as a way to teach kids that they had to be better than them. You may go over the edge, but then you realise that you're better than them and do the right thing. This whole season was built up and was about the aftermath of season 3, with Bishop and the invasion, and revenge would cry.
Vengeance is like a splinter. It gets under your skin and can poison your life.
This episode ties into revenge storyline perfectly. It shows that you don't need to go through with revenge all the way as long as you stick to your morals. And with what Casey's father said, he really does stick to them.
Arnold, please! It's too dangerous!
Please, Pops, don't go!
I got it, kiddo. I put everything we had into that store. I can't just let him get away with this. I'm going to the police.
But they said no cops! They said if you—
Casey, sometimes you just gotta stand up for what's right. Even if the odds are against you, even if you're all alone, you gotta just stand up and do the right thing.
Well, even though Casey didn't get to do what he said his whole life, and for at least, he did do the right thing, and was able to honour his father's last words he spoke to him.
Hey, Pops, I brought you something. You spoke true, Pop. No matter what, you gotta stand up and do the right thing. But I guess I'm lucky. Even when the odds are against me, I ain't alone. I got friends. Good friends.
So now that I've had the answer to the first question, it's time to answer the second one. And yeah, he did do the right thing. Because if he did do anything, he would have been a criminal, and like I said before in this video, he did do the more right thing.